Hey everybody, it's Cindy here, and I want to spend the next 3 days talking to you about some practices that I think can really help any person that incorporates them, no matter what's going on in your life that might be stressful, or just as a wonderful daily practice to keep you more peaceful and grounded and ready to respond to whatever your day brings that might cause you some anxiety or stress or discord in your life or whatever. And so today I want to talk about mindfulness, and we're going to talk about in the next 3 days things like meditation and our breath work and stillness and silence and all these kinds of things. You may think, oh great, but I'll tell you what, I have been actively practicing these things, different forms and variations of these things for the last 5 to 7 years, really. And before that, I didn't do so much of it and didn't know too much about it. And it has really helped me a great deal. So let's talk about mindfulness first of all. I've taught mindfulness in my therapy practice and coaching practice for several years. Especially, it seems especially helpful to those who are under particularly highly stressful times or experience anxiety symptoms on a frequent basis or depression. So mindfulness or post-traumatic stress disorder, that's another one that I've used mindfulness with people a great deal with some really nice results. So that anybody can benefit from mindfulness. Even if you're pretty much a happy clam like me, mindfulness is a wonderful way to stay really present in your life and enjoy your life. So it's really a simple definition of mindfulness is a moment-to-moment awareness in your life. So it's remaining very present in the now, because really right now, this moment is all we've actually got. But often what we humans do is we're reflecting back on the past, whether it's yesterday, last week, last year, or 30 years ago, or we're thinking about or worrying about the future. What's going to happen tomorrow? What's going to happen next month? What's going to happen next year? But all we really have is now. All we really have is now. The past is reflection. The future is speculation. And those things are okay to a point. I'm not saying those things are wrong or bad necessarily. It depends on what you're doing with that. But the present is where we're at. So learning to be more mindful means learning to live in the absolute moment that you're in. And so I listened to a program over the weekend with John, I don't know how to say his last name, Kabat-Zinn is how I'm pronouncing that. That could be really unfair, but it's spelled K-A-B as in boy, A-T hyphen capital Z-I-N-N. So John Kabat-Zinn, who's spent his life doing mindfulness work. So if you really want to dive deep into the subject beyond my very simple presentation about this today, I recommend you look him up, John Kabat-Zinn. He has several books. He's in his 70s and he spent his entire career on this. And he introduced it way back when in the Western world when, there wasn't a whole lot of talk about it yet. Now it's much more popular. So anyway, he says that one of the simplest ways to see if you're mindful is that the next time you're in the shower, check and make sure you're actually in the shower. Okay, and what he means by that, he doesn't mean physically are you in the shower. You know if you are. There's water coming down, you're soaping yourself up, whatever. But he means, is your mind there also? Or are you like many people that when you're taking your morning shower, for example, you're already starting to plan, go through the agenda of your 9 o'clock meeting, or you're worried about the test you have to take later, or you're wondering how that presentation is going to go tonight, whatever, or if traffic's going to be tolerable this morning, or whatever might go through your head in the shower. And he's saying to focus on the shower. So be very present. Feel the water on your face or on your back, and smell the soaps or shampoos that you're using, and enjoy the aromas in your shower. Feel the feeling of being refreshed and renewed by the water, and things like that. So that's what he means by, when you're in the shower, check to see if you're in the shower. So enjoy your shower. In other words, stay present to the shower. The 9 o'clock meeting, you can be present at that when you're in the 9 o'clock meeting, right? So why? What else does he say? He says that one of the benefits of being more mindful is not only do we worry less or do we dwell less, but creativity and imagination can thrive in a state of mindfulness. That's when our creativity can really, really come up, and wonderful ideas come up. And, as a writer myself, that has helped me a great deal, being more mindful, because I have times where I literally I just have to go grab a piece of paper or get my computer or whatever, because here comes a bunch of information in my head downloading, because my mind is clear from the mindfulness. I'm staying present in the moment, and I don't necessarily have a plan to write something. I just wrote some poetry for someone very recently in the last, week or two, and that wasn't planned at all, and not at all. And I was simply in thought, in the present moment, about this person, and all of a sudden, like all these thoughts were downloading, and I just had to write them down. So my creativity was sparked by that. And so that's one of the benefits. Other benefits of mindfulness is you will feel more peaceful in your life. You will be more present to everyone and everything. And things will not stress you out as quickly. Your anxieties will lower. Your depression should lower. And if you have nightmares and things like that from post-traumatic stress disorder and things like that, those should decrease as well. Now, this is when you make mindfulness a practice, like on a regular basis. You can't be mindful for 5 minutes a day, one day, and expect everything to be great. But mindfulness, is a way of being. It's a way of being in your life. Let me think what else he says. He says it's the gateway to being fully alive in the human dimension. That's pretty profound. The gateway to being fully alive in the human dimension. Mindfulness. So, and he also says, as long as you are breathing, there is always more right with you than wrong with you. I love that. As long as you are breathing, there is always more that's right with you than wrong with you. Mm-hmm. So focus on what is right. You know, what many inspirational people teach and spiritual teachers teach is that what we focus on, and I've said this before, what we think about expands. And so Jon Kabat-Zinn is also reinforcing that by saying, focus on what is right more, because that's more of what you have going on anyway. So focus on what is right, what's going well, what feels good and healed and positive, and pour your energy into what is going well and going right, and that will also help enhance your life. So anyway, to practice mindfulness, just for today, to learn, if you've never heard of this, just be really present in the moment. Like, for example, if I was practicing mindfulness right now, I would say, I'm sitting in my chair, I'm sitting at my desk, it's a sunny day outside, I am talking to you about mindfulness, I'm very comfortable, my temperature is very comfortable, I feel good. Um, I might say, oh, my hair's clipped up in a bun today. It's Monday. And here's where I am right now, and this is what I'm doing right now, and life is good. So just be where you are. When you're in the shower, be in the shower. When you're eating food, eating mindfully is another very healthy practice for all kinds of physical and psychological reasons. So when you're eating, to eat consciously, every bite, enjoy, feel the texture of the food, enjoy the smells of the food, and take your time. Most of us like gulp our food down. We don't even, and don't even have an experience of eating. Many people eat at their desks and continue to work, eat in their cars and continue to drive. But just sit and eat mindfully. I dare you. I double dog dare you, and see how it's a much more wonderful experience for you. And then you will digest it better, and you will feel better. Your body will receive it better, and it will be a more emotionally comfortable experience as well. So, which will also reduce your stress and lower your anxiety and make you feel happier. And there's just on and on and on. So, anyway, let me know how this goes, or ways that you've practiced mindfulness in your life, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.